support that you owe. You've gone to court and you're figuring out, what do I owe? And you're doing your parenting plans. You're making up for things that you might have a past of, and you're actively working, at which point this is all free, to which point then you have made money and you can exit to either low income housing or a rental of your own. The things that we wanted for all shelters is all ages, so from somebody having a baby all the way up to a 17-year-old having a baby, that they could make it in. Allow dogs and cats, because many of the people, they have their pets. For those of us who love our pets, we realize, like if I was to be told you have to get rid of your dogs if you want a place to stay, I'd be like, well, it looks like my dogs and I are sleeping outside. They might disagree with that. But also, not everybody loves animals, and so it needs to be able, a person could be there that is not around animals. Yeah, and so then this was just a statistic that was shared that children 0 to 3, they're in our community. Was that in every community?
With my whole agency, last year I had 34 kids, 0 to 3, that were homeless.
Okay, so that's what that is.
That's one of those things that gives me ulcers. And that's not even my 3 to 5 year olds. That's just my 0 to 3s.
Okay.
And that's higher than last year.
One question I wanted to answer is, how is the community going to be able to help us fund it?
Correct. And so what I was saying is that how do we get the community to pay a dime today to save $1 tomorrow? Because the cost of criminal justice, the cost of Craig's a DOC officer. Imagine we didn't have all these people on DOC. Imagine me as an advocate if all the funding that goes to deal with people who are in crisis, like of course we don't want to be unemployed, but there's other employment we could have. So all the money that is spent with people who have mental illness, substance use, emergency rooms, hospitalizations. We send people to inpatient treatment right and left, and they come back and they've used within a week because they haven't embraced the recovery or they don't have the stability. So how much thousands of dollars is being spent on treatment models just for them to come back and be using again within a week to a month? Okay, so that is a good segue to wraparound services. Let's go.
Nice job.
Thank you.
So we kind of started first. So we started first by looking at what resources we already have. This community has a ton of resources. If you are interested in getting support for substance use, we have OBHC, we have Recovery Navigator, Show House at OBHC, the CORE program, Advance, and peer support groups. So, which we have trained peer support people who can go out and provide help. So those are the different groups that we have in place. Financially, a lot of those groups are either free or taking Medicaid or insurances or sliding scale.
Can I ask about the CORE program? Are you for OMAC or Okanagan?
Actually, the Okanagan County Sheriff
Okay,
now
because
has
it
a
doesn't
CORE program.
doesn't exist in OMAC anymore because the grant is gone.
It's still there.
It's not co-response, it's case management.
It's case
It's what?
It's
Case manager?
Case management and doing referrals and information reports.
So
it's
who
more
runs that?
IT.
You run both the Team 1 and the CORE?
Yes.
So you're making double pay.
No.
Okay.
Okay, go on, Denise.
So then, what our goal was to start this talk was increase access to wraparound services for substance abuse treatment. So that's when we discovered, we have a whole bunch of programs already. So then we thought, well, what else could we be doing? Needle exchange program, perhaps, to support the life of people and the health of people if they are still using drugs. Narcan vending, do we have enough access to Narcan? There are a lot of places in the area that you give Narcan. And if you have an organization or you work somewhere that you would like to have Narcan at your group, you go to the Board of Health and get Narcan. Closer inpatient treatment, that would be nice. if our county could afford an inpatient treatment center, we could draw from other rural areas in eastern Washington. I think the closest inpatient is Yakima, maybe Spokane. Spokane stuff, I'm sure. Access to schools and Head Start. Oh, better transportation to go to those facilities.
That's right, and timely.
And timely, yeah.
We've had people wait for days
To get around.
And I walked around and the things gave over to them.
A friend of theirs or
No,
an organization?
An agency. So give them a ride to treatment.
Happens a lot.
Yeah, so, someone from, jail system, I'm trying to remember what his position was, he said that they could support criminal justice. OVHC? Advanced, oh yeah, advanced support. Was it advanced? Oh, yeah, oh, that's good. Access to schools and Head Start, and I don't remember what that one was about, I'm sorry.
Closer.
Oh,
For their children.
Oh, we're all, yeah, we're, and so the nonprofits, so there are some nonprofits out there that do give grants. Perhaps we can tap into a nonprofit with a
With the collaboration
with the collaboration of community members. Right. And then, would it be possible to have additional Oxford homes or Timothy Center, or is it Ruth House? Ruth House, which are, the Timothy and Ruth House are religious based. In-house, treatment-ish center houses. And then the Oxford House is a standalone. And then housing first model where it's harm reduction, where,
Yeah.
thank you.
Just low access housing, so you can live there, it's not purchasing based, and you can, sort of use it as
Whether
a
it's
camping,
mountains or
and you can have your pets, and you can, it's a harm reduction.
And as far as like our model of.
Sort of like, yeah, with the understanding that providing people housing reduces harm in general, and then you just kind of work from there, so like, maybe the exchange would be a harm reduction, example of harm reduction.
Yeah, that you're trying to get a little bit more foundation, you're able to keep doing the next right best thing.
Are you guys all from agencies that are talking and telling us this information? You're strictly from the public and not an insider, right?
Not an insider.
Okay, just curious.
It's like a mix.
Okay, just curious.
Second page. So permanent supported housing, the goal being permanent supported housing, and then that leads into this group. Thank you, this group did a great job. I love this little transition down here.